Hello and welcome to a brand new preview episode for Black on Black Cinema. I'm your host, Jay. I'm here with my co-host, Micah.
Hey.
And Terrence.
What's up?
All right, guys, we're back. This is a preview for episode 256, Carl Weber's Influence, or just Influence. This is the 2020 film. It is about a family of African-American lawyers led by a famed attorney named Bradley Hudson. They are handed the task to defend a Grammy Award Winning singer named Savannah, who has been charged with the murder of her husband. Look, we've done two Carl Weber movies in the past, two very famous episodes. What's the Preacher's Son, and of course the immediate Black on Black Cinema classic, The Man in 3B. Look, if you've not listened to those episodes, highly recommend. I may actually go back and listen to those episodes before we do this episode. I've not seen this movie. None of us have. This is on BET Plus, or you can watch it on Pluto TV for free, by the way. So check that out, and we will talk. I'm sure we will have a very good time with this one. As we promised, we had a non-Christmas movie to start off our year for real this time. So check out Influence, and we'll talk about that in depth next week. Look, the random topics this week. Look, there were two major interviews that happened since the last time you heard from us. One of them being Jonathan Majors doing, what is it, Good Morning America or something like that interview. First time speaking since the events of his situation. And then the interview that changed the world, Katt Williams on Shannon Sharpe's podcast, Club Shay. Look, let's get the minor shit out of the way so we can talk about the major shit. Look, the Jonathan Majors stuff, I saw a couple clips of it. I didn't decide to dedicate too much time to it. But the stuff I saw was basically him thanking Megan Good for sticking by him, holding it down like Coretta Scott King did to Martin Luther King Jr. And I think that's really what kind of set everyone, their radar off, and everyone was like, you know what? Fuck this guy. Welcome, by the way. It took you guys long enough to get here.
He's an interesting individual, right? Because, like...
He's a great man, Terrence. He's a great man.
I can imagine him growing up. And him being... He's, 30, 32, 33 years old? He's pretty young. But I can imagine him being in school and being made fun of because of how he looks, right?
Yeah.
Very, like, that's like... It's not a stretch. And so he dated a bunch of like white women or women that aren't black. He's got a daughter who is of mixed race. And so, when he was talking about like being like suicidal ideations and all this other shit. I can imagine he has some trauma from his past. But at the same time, I don't think he's actually taken care of it.
Yeah, I could agree.
So that's why, like, in relationships, he's probably not a very good person as far as relationships go. He probably needs therapy, which is why that relationship that he was in with this white woman did not work out. Because again, the shit from last year with the whole like, hey, maybe don't go to the hospital because I'm a great man and you need to be my Coretta. Again, this nigga's got a civil rights
kink.
Fetish. Like, yeah, he's got a fetish. A civil rights kink fetish, whatever you want to call it. Like, is that the only fucking civil rights woman you know, nigga? Like, do you know anybody else?
Nah, yo, he really likes Coretta Scott King. He's like,
I like Coretta. I mean, Coretta Scott King was kind of, she looked good. She's pretty good looking. Keep it 100. But,
we can't be on here thirsting over Coretta Scott King. That's crazy. that's insane.
Look up pictures of Coretta Scott King.
I know what she looks like.
Okay.
All right.
I
didn't say you're wrong. I just said we was fucked up.
But it's just strange. It's just weird, right? Because he says she's my rock. She's an angel. She's my Coretta. I'd have been like, nigga, don't do that. Cut that out. If I was interviewing, like, what is wrong with you? Like, what is your fetish with Coretta Scott King?
That should have been the very next question, yo. That should have been the very next question. If whoever was interviewing him knew how to do their job, that should have been the very next question. What is it? You know, you've brought that name up a number of times.
Right. That's exactly what I would ask. Like, what's that all about?
What is it about Coretta Scott King? Do you think that you're Martin Luther King? Is that why you keep wanting women to be like her? Like, you keep saying it. Like, okay, like, we get it, but like, gross, nigga.
Like, do you think you're gonna change the world by your acting ability? Because I don't think you
play fighting with Michael B. Jordan
tend to beat other people for a living, nigga.
You saw Bernice King, the daughter of MLK and CSK, came out and said, quote, "My mother wasn't a prop. She was a peace advocate before she met my father and was instrumental in him speaking out against the war in Vietnam. Please understand, my mama was a force." Yeah, yo, like, you can't just be like, because the way he's comparing, I need you to be my Coretta. I need you to stand by me, as if like that's all she did, right? Like, I just need you to stand by my.
He was cheating,
right.
So, like, cut that shit out. It's incredibly disrespectful, in my opinion, yo. Like, and it's incredibly arrogant of you, yo, because by comparing the woman of the moment that you're with to Coretta Scott King, you are comparing yourself to Martin Luther King, and Martin Luther King. There's a holiday named after him, yo.
You don't get to do that. You haven't done anything great.
You don't get to do that. Exactly.
Excuse me, guys. He was in the movie Devotion. That's pretty close. Like, he's right there. He's right there. He's
almost even
played
Martin Luther King yet.
Right.
But he loved that. Oh, and he would love that.
Oh, he would go method.
Yeah. He'd be like, "Look, Megan, you're gonna have to lighten your skin a little bit. This is the role of a lifetime for you. Like, please stop saying that." I think it's weird. I think it's
this relationship with him and Megan Good is just weird. I don't buy it.
I
don't buy it.
I'm giving it 6 months, yo. I'm giving it 6 months.
I didn't buy it the first day I saw it. I'm like, this seems like a bunch of bullshit, and I'm giving it until like June.
Yeah,
June. Before she's like, I can't do this dumb shit no more. This is silly. What am I doing?
Like, the actor strike is over. You can still get paid. Like, go do something else. You don't have to take this job. Yeah, it feels weird. I think that his statements coming out in that interview, in all seriousness, I think it actually may have woken a number of people up to the fact that, like, yo, this shit sounds really weird.
It's strange, yeah.
And it's super strange. And it's like, whether you agree that he should have been charged with the stuff or not, I'm not even arguing that. Look, we've had people on our YouTube page who clearly just didn't watch the beginning of the video. Like, you just see what you want to see, whatever. I didn't give a shit about that at this point. I care about using people as props, especially black women as props. and also to the points that were made earlier, like, you're basically downplaying the history of Coretta Scott King too, which is really fucked up, and also trying to weirdly elevate yourself to Martin Luther King Jr. status, which is also very bizarre. As we said on the show, just go away for a year. Just go away. Just go away, dude. You go away for a year, take your little cup, your little civil rights hat, go the fuck away for a year, and come back, and then you're probably
wild. Yo, did you see his pants in the interview?
No. Oh God.
Yo, them shits was wild. Yo. Like, the cuffs was like about 12 inches wide. Like, it was crazy. He dresses like a bum. Like he does. Yo, it's fucking weird. Yo. He dresses like a sharecropper, nigga. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this?
I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't understand. Like, yo, it's 2024. Again, I don't know what it is. I think I think he wishes he like was born in that era or some shit like that.
I don't know why.
But it's just
look, man.
I don't know.
He should be able to.
What are these jeans he got on, yo? Like, yo, come on, bro.
I like Jenko jeans on.
Oh damn!
Yeah, it's weird.
Yo, they look ridiculous. Wow. Okay. Anyway, I'm sorry, Micah. Go ahead.
Look, I believe that this dude should be able to go back to work.
I agree.
Right? Like, let's not, before anybody in the comments is y'all hating. No, yo, I really like this guy as an actor. I think he should go back to work. He should be able to go back to work doing, whatever, whoever will hire him. But this was the wrong move, yo. This was the wrong move to do this right here, right now, before your sentencing. Like, I get it. You're trying to make yourself seem human before your sentencing, so that what maybe the judge will be lenient or whatever. Like, that's the idea, right? I understand that, but but the way he comes off in this interview is disingenuous to me, and it comes off like he's acting, and that's not no, yo. You don't come off like a real person, and it just doesn't. This was a bad look, yo. This was a bad look, and I don't understand why. He don't have nobody to love him, yo. He don't have nobody to love him, because anybody that loves him would have said, "Hey, you need to wait until your sentencing before you go out there." And because they asked us, and he was like, "Well, I didn't feel like I did anything wrong. I thought the prosecution was poor, and and like, no, dude, like it wasn't." Nah, yo. This was a bad look.
Again, it was like accidental fucking harm, but still, like, your fucking defense was trash, dog. It was terrible. Man. Like, you should not have been charged with this shit. If we're being honest, like, you shouldn't have been charged with this shit, because all roads led to like, yeah, you're probably gonna get off, but you didn't. So take a break.
I don't think the sentencing is gonna be harsh. Right? I don't think the sentence is going to be harsh. I don't think he's going to get. I don't think he's going to get jail time. Right? He ain't getting jail time. He ain't getting no jail time. So, like, just wait, yo. Just wait. Yep. But I don't know, man. It's weird.
It's very weird.
What did he say? What did he say? I wasn't reckless with her physically. I was reckless with her heart. I was like,
you got to stop talking.
Yo, that is not what you want to say, yo. What the fuck? I wasn't physically emotional. I was mentally abusive. Like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, he just needs to work out whatever issues he's got. Yep. That's what he got to do, and come back in like a year or so. He'll be fine. People have done far worse and have been able to come back. Now people are going to be like, "Oh, he's black," so
it's going to be harder.
Difficult, which is going to be. I mean, that's the truth, but he's too good of an actor. And again,
this is the first time I've seen the surveillance video of him putting her in the car. Yo, like, he picks her up and fucking
again.
Right
again. People are like, he just took. There was a person in our comments was like, he just took his cell phone out of her hand and ran off. I'm like, you just see what you want to see, yo. He literally picked her up and put her in the car, dude. Hard.
He picked her up off of her feet and didn't do the thing that cops are supposed to do and just duck your head in. Like, you just picked her up and
leave me alone. Like, I can understand the situation. He's like,
he's trying to get away or whatever.
Probably like punching on him or whatever, because again, like, I don't understand how niggas don't, like, why is your phone not locked? Why don't you have, don't have notifications pop up or fucking mute it? Do something.
Or here's a wild stance. Don't cheat. I mean, this is, like,
that's the other thing. But I mean, if you're gonna do it, my nigga, like,
learn the rules.
Smart about it. Right. So, like,
yeah, yo.
And then, so yeah, he got caught. She got pissed. She was swinging on him or whatever, I'm assuming. And he's like, yo, get the fuck off me. And like, he's a big fucking guy. And accidentally hurt, like again, it was accidental, whatever.
That's what he was charged with.
And he ran away. Right. And he ran away. That's what happened. So it wasn't like he did it on purpose.
Right. And people can't even admit that. Like, yo, she has a massive gash on her ear because he pushed her into the car. Like, that's it. Yeah. You can just be like, that's fucked up. He probably shouldn't have done that.
Right.
He didn't get found guilty on something he didn't do. He actually got found guilty on something he very much did. An accidental harm, dude. That's what he was found guilty on. Yeah. Okay, I'm not really sure what niggas are arguing. Like, what are you arguing, yo? But he ran away.
Like, well, again, he was running away from her. Like, yeah, he was trying to get away from her, but after he accidentally hurt her.
Right. Like, if you
like two things can be true, my nigga. Like, goddamn.
Right. Like, I don't understand. Again, it feels like, and I don't want to say this to be mean, but I'm going to say it because I do believe this. If you watch that video and you're like, no, like, and you make excuses for that, you're being a fucking sycophant. You can admit that the guy did something wrong that he didn't mean to do. If you can't admit that somebody might have made a mistake and hurt her, then you're a fucking sycophant. What are you dick riding this guy for? Do you know him? Is he your brother? Like, what the fuck? Just be like, this guy made a mistake. It's not that big of a deal. Do I think the guy's career should be destroyed? No. Do I think he needs to take a fucking break? Because he's everywhere and then this happened? Yeah, you got to take a break. You got to take a break. I ain't saying 5 years. I'm saying 365 days. That's it. And then come back and do whatever. Look, all you got to do, here's the Hollywood secret. Come back, do a couple of small indie movies. They get a little bit of pickup from people and serious reviewers are like, damn, that was a good movie. I forgot how good Jonathan Majors is. And then you slide into like a middle grade movie on some low bullshit part, and people remember you, and they're like, oh, shit, that's right. And then you just make your slow slide back up. That's it. That's it. Like, it happens. I can't tell you the amount of actors who've done the same fucking thing. They do it all the time. So, like, look, the guy got charged with something that he did. It's an accidental harm. Sorry, you hurt somebody. Yeah, you might get fucking busted for that shit. Can't just let the shit slide. He just maintaining he ain't do nothing. That's nonsense.
Right, like, come on.
That's nonsense.
Yeah, it was an accident. I didn't mean to do it, but, shit happens. I apologize.
That's all you have to say.
I'm going to take some time to work on myself.
Dude, like, how many times we heard this line, yo? It's like,
right.
It's fucking
it's not that hard.
PR bullshit, right? Just say that. Yeah. But you don't have to defend this nigga to the hilt over shit that is obvious on tape. It's silly to me. And fix your pants. You look like Michael Jordan. You look ridiculous.
Those pants are crazy.
Those pants are ridiculous, yo. Those pants are
Yo, you're a grown ass man. Don't wear boot cut jeans, yo. It's crazy. It's a bad look. Yo, it's a bad look. All right, so let's talk about the interview. What does it stand at now, Terrence? 42 million views.
42 million views.
God damn.
That's a Mr. Beast video, yeah.
Yeah, it really is.
Like that motherfucker. He's like billions of views on this fucking channel.
Katt Williams, famed comedian, goes on to Shannon Sharpe's podcast, Club Shay, and just proceeds to do a 2 hour and 45-minute set, basically, where he talked about people he ain't fuck with, people he liked, his opinions on the major topics of the day. I don't think anybody saw this shit coming, but it was fucking glorious. Look, there's a lot about it. The major parts I've listened to, there's a lot of it I like. There's some things I don't like about it. Look, him dunking on Steve Harvey, enjoyed every minute of that. That was good. Enjoyed every fucking minute of it. I think it's hilarious that people still didn't realize until today, like until this interview, that man unit he had on his head wasn't real. Like, I thought everybody knew it was fake at this point. But, like, apparently people were just like, oh, shit, I didn't know that. Like,
that nigga just one day ended up just straight bald.
Yeah.
Like, I saw him in one thing, he had all his hair, and then the next thing I saw him and he was completely bald. I was like, that's a little strange.
Right. No follicles or nothing, yo. Like, come on, yo. Come on.
He been rubbing his head down with Nair every night. Like, what is going on? That hair is gone. It does not look good for Cedric the Entertainer. I would say him and Steve Harvey probably got it the worst.
Yeah.
I mean, Cedric comes off as a major joke stealer from this.
Yeah, people have been pulling up the receipts and shit too. At least for two.
A lot.
Yeah. I saw the one. He stole a joke from Designing Women. My nigga, like that's crazy.
I saw that. Yeah. I saw
Meshack Taylor.
Like,
yo, you steal from Meshack Taylor, yo. What the fuck?
Like, what a weird choice. They're like, nobody's gonna see this. Like, somebody's gonna see it. Like, somebody's gonna see it. This is strange.
Like, it's the internet, yo. You're not gonna hide. No, you can't hide anything. They will find it.
Like, the internet is famous for many things. Hitting your ass with a dish U is one of them. Like, disaster.
Yeah, you're not gonna get away from that.
Steve Harvey getting busted for stealing jokes from Mark Curry. That was pretty good. Even there's interviews of Mark Curry even saying that. Like,
I've seen that interview. I've seen Mark Curry be like, yeah, that nigga's. I don't really fuck with that nigga like that. Mark Curry. If you listen to other comedians talk about, like, especially if they were coming up in like the 80s and the 90s, they put Mark Curry in high esteem. Like, they really
he used to be like top shit for a good while. Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, I know young people are like, who the fuck is Mark Curry? Yeah, ask your mom what hanging with Mr. Cooper is. Okay. Yeah, no, he was a big deal. Absolutely. It was like him and Sinbad were like the big stand-ups for a long time. Yeah, look, people don't put respect on Sinbad's name enough. Like, that nigga had every summer, like, you go down to the Bahamas and do like a 2-hour set. Everybody would watch that shit on HBO.
In a fucking windbreaker tracksuit.
Killing them, yo. Every fucking
I used to love Sinbad, yo. I used to love Sinbad.
Everybody did. Everybody did. Get the fuck out of here. But look, I did enjoy it. It was like, what you learn is Katt is a really fucking funny guy. Like, just a naturally funny dude. Like, he doesn't even have to like set a joke up. His delivery is funny. Like, he's also an incredibly articulate guy. Like, his ability or his control of the English language.
Because he reads 3,000 books a year.
Eh? Look, he might. Look, we all saw him running. Look, he might have read those books. You don't know.
He ran a 4.5 and 94 feet. He had an extra 25 feet to go. No, he didn't. But then again, he's 52 years old, so that's still pretty. But
impressive. He's pretty fast for his age. I'm not going. You can't take that from him. I mean, what did you guys think of it? And then we'll get into some specifics.
I saw the first clip was the 36-minute clip where he went in on Cedric the Entertainer and all them niggas, and then I'm like, let me watch this full interview, and then I saw it's at 2:49. I'm like, nigga. But I sat and watched it roll. It felt like 30 minutes. The entire interview, I just ran right through it because it was so entertaining. I think a lot of it was like, I'm going to say 60-40 truth to just shenanigans. Because a lot of shit he was saying, I'm like, ain't no motherfucking way, nigga. That's stupid. But it was still funny. And I also think it's like one of the greatest marketing ploys in the history of entertainment. Because again, it's 42 million views. He's on a 92 city tour right now.
Oof.
So those whatever cities he hasn't been to yet,
sold out.
Those tickets are gonna sell out. So kudos to this nigga because he's a genius. Like, it was really funny. I enjoyed it. And he don't like a lot of niggas in the fucking industry.
You really don't. You don't fuck with a lot of people. Micah, your thoughts?
Micah. Yeah, I mean, it was. I only watched the one clip of that 36-minute clip, and yeah, man, look, I like a little bit of messiness, right? And that's what this was. This was just mess, and I agree with you, Terrence. Like, I don't buy all of it, but the stuff I'm willing to believe. Oh yeah, I'm willing to believe it. Right, like,
right. It's funny because like your bias is gonna like determine what you believe and what you think is bullshit. Like, we don't really fuck with Steve Harvey like that, so we believe everything he said about that nigga.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? motherfuckers who don't, I don't really fuck with Cedric the Entertainer like that, right? Like
I'm just
I don't hate the
indifferent
guy.
to that nigga. I don't.
Right. I just don't. I've never thought about Cedric the Entertainer before in my life. But yeah, I can believe it. Why not? And look, the people that he mentioned like that are cool, I'm cool with, right? I'm cool with D.L. Hughley, right?
Yeah.
Like I think D.L. Hughley is incredibly fun. I've listened to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. I've listened to D.L. Hughley's radio show. I prefer D.L. Hughley's radio show, right? Like Mark Curry. I mean, who didn't like Mark Curry, right? Like his name don't get mentioned at all anymore because like it's not his moment anymore. But yeah, like look, and Katt Williams when he's in like what was that role he did recent? Was it Atlanta? Where he played
yeah, Atlanta.
Yeah, he was really good in that, man. He was really good in it.
That show has Glover and those guys have an ability to like pick people who you wouldn't think and pull out amazing performances out of them. So yeah, that was great.
Yeah, man. So look, I gotta look. I'll be honest with you. I'm not enamored with his stand up. Okay, I'm right. Just not. But I do think he's a funny guy. And I think he's a funny guy just kind of shooting the shit. Same thing with D.L. Hughley. I think D.L. Hughley is a funny and insightful guy when he's shooting the shit. I don't like D.L. Hughley stand up, but his radio show I'll listen to because he's a smart dude. He's off the cuff. He's shooting the shit. He's a bright guy, and he feels authentic. And yeah, man, like mess. Love it.
So, like, okay, here's my thing. Things that, like, all the positive stuff I like. Again, shitting on Steve Harvey, love it. Like, love it. As I saw someone say.
Nobody want a big country bumpkin. Oh, that
nigga. Obi-Kaby.
Yo.
That can't talk like Obi-Kaby to look like Mr. Potato Head.
Yo.
Like, damn, nigga. He just was like, wow, dude. Just don't give a fuck.
He really did not give a fuck. Like, you get what did he say? If you sign up for their team, you get a light-skinned, weird-faced,
funny-faced, weird-faced wife.
It's like, God damn.
And then the first thing everybody do? Google everybody's collage. Wife.
Yeah.
Everybody's fucking wife.
I saw that. They put Martin Lawrence in that. Like, leave Martin alone, yo. He ain't say nothing about Martin Lawrence like that. Like, well, I mean, he did talk about him.
Maybe Martin Payne. Maybe Martin Payne, but not Martin Lawrence.
He talked. I know he talks about him, but like I thought does he not fuck with Martin Lawrence like that?
He said that they gave him a script, and the script was fucking Big Mama's House 2. And he said they wanted to put him in a dress. He's like, I'm not doing that. Get the fuck out of here. Get Brandon T. Washington.
Yo, see, I don't believe that. Yo, like,
it's funny.
Like, yeah, I don't believe you said get Brandon T. Washington. Like, that's fucked up.
Yeah. But Brandon T. Washington is cool with Katt Williams.
Yeah.
Because in a previous interview, like older interviews, you can hear Brandon T. Washington talk about or was it Jackson? Whatever. Brandon T. Jackson? Whatever the fucking name is. The nigga that was in fucking Big Mama's House 2 wearing a dress. With Martin Lawrence.
Yeah. Like, so here's my thing. I'm glad you brought up the dress thing, right? Like, one, he shits on Ricky Smiley and Tyler Perry and says like they're better at playing women than men. And what was it? I believe that the best actor should go to the best role or whatever. Yeah, that shit was funny, dude.
Yeah, that was really hilarious. Funny. But that's kind of fucked up.
It is kind of fucked up. It was funny. But so here's the thing. Here are two things I did not like from Katt. One, I am not a fan of any of the stupid like Illuminati talk. It bothers the shit out of me. It's so tired and dumb. To me, he's like, oh, I was in an Illuminati meeting with Ludacris or whatever.
Ludacris.
Like it's a funny.
It just doesn't make sense. Joe.
Like it's a funny setup. Sense. Like it is a funny setup because I think it's largely a setup. But he does like weirdly believe in that type of shit too because like he'll mention it.
I think he does.
Yeah, I think he does actually believe in it. So it's like it's a funny setup to imagine like there's this meeting, they're like only one light skinned black nigga can make it, and we're gonna pay you $200 million, whatever. Like that shit is silly, and it's a fun setup joke. But the problem is people listen to that and they can't tell the difference between a setup and like what he really believes because he speaks truth to power in a lot of this stuff. So it's like, and people are like, yeah, the Illuminati, made Ludacris's career. Like, don't do that. Like. That dude is he's a talented musician, and he parlayed that into movies. Like, that's all it really is. So, like, there's that. Like, the Illuminati shit gets on my nerves. I'm just like, please stop.
It's so dumb, yo. Because, first of all, how many fucking Illuminatis are there? Because I guarantee you, the real Illuminati ain't having no niggas in it. It's not, right. Yo. It's not.
Right, like Jay-Z and Beyonce are in the Illuminati. The nigga Illuminati? Like, is there a black one? There's an Asian one? Like it's a white one? Like, come on.
Like, does the Illuminati have a black caucus? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, because they're not
the black.
They're not letting. Right, like they're not letting Ludacris into the boardroom with the glowing globe and shit. You know what I mean? Like they're not, yo.
Like, why Ludacris, nigga? That's stupid.
Yeah. Right. Oh, of all
like,
of the
let's
characters.
bring Ludacris and Katt Williams in the same room at the same time. One of y'all got to cut your fucking sideburns and hair, and we're gonna give you $200 million for 20 movies. What? And he's like, you see, I still got my sideburns. Like, that's silly. That's dumb. Like, if you believe that, you're an idiot.
Right. Like he's just setting up the joke. But people believe that, right? Like, this is the problem, right? The other thing I don't like is, and I've said this on the show before, I need people to stop doing this. Oh, a black male comedian has worn a dress. That's Hollywood secretly trying to kill. Male comedians wearing dresses has been a trope in comedy since forever. White, black, whatever race. It is not a secret cabal.
You know why? Because they didn't let women perform.
Thank you, dude. Kabuki theater, my nigga. Like, look in Japan. Like,
Kabuki theater, like fucking, Shakespeare.
Shakespeare, yes.
It was on
right,
men.
Yeah.
They played all the parts.
Right.
I don't think I'd do it personally. Like,
I would.
Like,
it depends on how much money. Is it $20 million? I'll be up there, me and Ricky Smiley. We be dancing together in dresses. I don't give a fuck. Fuck y'all. I'm an actor. Like you call me gay all you want. Yeah, I'll be gay with $20 million. Who gives a fuck?
Well, no, it's not being. It's taking a role from a woman.
It has nothing to do with
taking a role from a woman.
That's not why these niggas say it. That's not why these niggas don't do it. Knock it off. That's not why. Like, it's homophobia. Because, it's homophobia. And that's the shit that like bothers me. Like, look, make fun of Ricky Smiley because he's not funny. Like, that's fine. Make fun of Tyler Perry because he sucks at acting. That's also fine. But like, stop perpetrating this idea of like people are selling out to, again, the Illuminati or some other organization because they're a black male comedian. They wore a dress. Kevin Hart didn't become a superstar because he wore a dress on an SNL skit. That's not the reason. He became a superstar because black people went and saw this motherfucker in droves at his comedy shows, and he became incredibly popular. That's why.
He just hates. They got a beef. They've had a beef for like the last 10 years.
Yeah, it's like who's the shortest nigga in like that's all it is. Like nah, I'm short. I'm 5'3". So like that's my own thing. Like I saw so many like social media posts about that type of shit. It's like, oh yeah, they trying to get people to wear black men to wear a dress. Dude, go look up any comedians, dude. Any of them. It's just a trope in comedy. It's been a trope in acting for forever. They're not controlling you. You only think it's a thing because you're biased to the idea of it, so you hunt for it. Like that's it. And when it happens to a white actor, you don't pay attention to it because you don't give a shit. Like they're not controlling anyone. It's not that big of a deal. You want to do it? Do it. You don't want to do it? Don't do it. Who gives a fuck? Like, but there's no, I don't like this idea like there's a controlling force that's like, oh, is this black actor getting popular? Get that nigger in a dress to ruin him. Like, what are you talking about? It's silly, yo. It's just silly. So I don't know. Because I know where it comes from, and it seems pathetic when you're making all of these other really solid points about how the industry fucks people in pay and how these guys have this like group of comedians who kind of box you out and shit like that, who steal your jokes. What they did to Bernie Mac after he died, even while he was alive, Steve Harvey trying to steal roles from him and shit like that. That's all speaking truth to power. That was a fucked up thing.
I did not know that.
I heard that story a long time ago. Yeah,
the 11 roll. That's foul.
Yeah, it's super foul, right? So like all of that stuff, but then you weirdly come in with like this weird homophobia angle, and it's like, dude, come on. It's juvenile. Like it's just super juvenile. Like again, you don't want to wear a dress? Don't wear a dress. And all right, don't wear it. Like I thought he made a better point when he was talking about the Friday thing where they were like they wanted to have his character get raped, and he was like, I'm not going to do that. I think that's fair.
And then Q came out and said, I didn't write that. I would never write a rape scene.
Yeah,
and I'm like,
that's on it.
Nigga, you wrote the Players Club. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. A woman gets raped in that.
Well,
by the way,
I didn't show it on camera.
A man didn't get raped.
Oh,
so
there you go.
Yeah, there you go.
There's your excuse.
Unnatural, right?
I mean, rape is pretty horrendous anyway. You slice it, but I mean, so I didn't like that, but everything else, again, like you said, it was messy. Absolutely. Like he called Kim Kardashian. He said that Kanye was like, he knew he married a whore. He was like, I'm not saying that she was one after. I'm just saying he knew what he was getting into. That shit was hilarious. I mean, he did talk about like how he doesn't condemn or defend Kanye because he has a mental disorder. I like.
That's nice. That's nice.
That good for you. My attitude is fuck Kanye West. That's my attitude. Because much like the Jonathan Majors thing, you have an issue that you could deal with. You choose not to. So, all right. I'm a defender. I'm just going to let shit slide when you're like, Hitler was cool. Like, no, nigga, come on. Knock it off. No. I have standards. Like, I just do. I'm not going to listen to you. I don't give a fuck. You doing church music or whatever. I have standards. I'm not listening to that dumb shit.
And it's funny because if you've seen his new wife, I think it's his wife now. Didn't he get remarried?
Yeah, she's a clone. She looks like Kim Kardashian clone.
Like I seen a video of her with like nothing on. He kept talking about what like Kim Kardashian was wearing. This chick had like a some dental floss covering her titties up, and like a loincloth walking down the street barefoot. I'm like, ew. I'm sorry, what's happening right now?
Is he the black version of that John Hamm character in the new season of Fargo?
He might be. Yeah.
He's oh man.
He treats this woman like dog shit. Like he really does.
Yeah.
Bianca Censori or whatever.
Yeah, I'm like, this is crazy. Why are you there? I mean, I know why she's
clout.
There,
she looks crazy. She looks straight up crazy.
You have to fucking love yourself. Yo, come on, man.
I don't love money enough to be hanging around this dumb nigga all day. Get the fuck out of here. Guy dressed like two supervillains from a Final Fantasy movie. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, he looks like fools. Yo. He looks like fools. Yo. It's just fucking ridiculous. I don't get it, man. I'm just what I've learned about myself over the years is I'm just not a sycophant for rich people, yo, and I'm not a sycophant for celebrities, yo. I'm just not.
Wow, she really does kind of look like him, yo, or her.
Yeah,
yeah. She just got her head shaved.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I don't understand people who just cape for these people constantly. No matter what they do, they got an excuse for it. Nah, fuck them.
Cause yo, people, it's the same reason why. It's the same reason why half of this country wants to be ruled by a king again. You know what I mean? Like they. That's why people are enamored with like British royalty, and like celebrities are royalty, and they people covet that lifestyle for some reason, and it's just kind of sad, man. Like. It's okay to be fans of people, right? And to be inspired by people. But like, yo, you gotta they're people, yo. Like you gotta be able to call them out on their bullshit when they spouting out bullshit.
Yep.
Be like Katt Williams. Well, like be like 60% of Katt Williams.
Yeah. Look, it's
And also the other thing, like after the interview, you found out like how fucking generous this nigga is.
yeah. Apparently, he's
Like,
just, like
comedians
throwing
have
money
been
in people's
coming out
pockets.
like, yeah, he's like, look, I did a set in a comedy club, and like that motherfucker just walked past me in a fur coat and just gave me $1,200, which was way more than the club was going to give me for that night. And he's like, yeah, this is your rent money. Have fun, nigga. It's a white dude. Deion Cole said he did the same thing for him. He pays the most when they go on tours as far as comedians are concerned. He gives a lot of money away.
Yeah.
So he's a generous dude, and people like, and apparently if he likes you, he fucks with you, like heavy.
Yeah.
So
he
he's
called
a genuine dude.
He called Earthquake illiterate. That was fucked up. This nigga couldn't read the cue cards. I was like, God damn, you just put this nigga's entire life out there? It's fucked up.
But like, you've seen Earthquake. You've heard Earthquake. I believe it.
Right.
I get him, and there's another comedian, and I always get the two mixed up. And it's
Bruce?
Yeah. I think you're getting him confused with Bruce, right?
Yeah, Bruce is huge.
Yeah.
Earthquake is less. Yeah.
Weight, right?
Yeah.
Did he lose weight, or was he always? He looks.
No, Earthquake has never been huge. Like, he's never been like super big.
What's his name? Earthquake.
I don't know. I feel like they should change names. Like, he should be Bruce. Like, Bruce is a fucking huge individual. How is he still alive? Like, I find it amazing. But look, all in all, it's a great interview. It's a great marketing tool. What can I say? Like, this shit'll go down as one of the best sets of 2024 by far. Like, just give this dude the Emmy.
And
right
this shit
now.
happened on like the second on day 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
On
I got to catch up because
on a YouTube show. It was something, man. Like, I couldn't, like, when I was listening to it, I'm like, yo, this nigga is gonna get shot. Like, what is he doing? He clearly doesn't give a fuck. He does say he says he carries a gun with him. Like, he's been arrested like 30 times, but like, and he tells him like, yeah, I got a gun on me, protection.
Yeah, look,
and that was that. And remember that interview that he did? Yeah, remember the interview he did with that woman? They was on like
the radio
in Atlanta. But yeah, he just destroyed that woman's career.
Yeah,
yeah, he did that because she came after him first. And she was like,
yeah, don't come after a comedian, yo.
Yeah, that was a mistake. I watched that interview. Yeah,
a comedian herself also. She was supposed to be a comedian, but she was way out of her fucking league. Right? And she was like, how many times have you been to prison, Katt? He's like, I've never been to prison, only jail.
What did he say? 19 arrests.
He's like,
no
there's
convictions.
a difference. Right, no convictions, because when you get convicted, you go to prison. The difference. You idiot. I'm like, damn.
It was like only one of us has $12 worth of jewelry on. It's like, yo, you can't try to come at him like, yo, like shot for shot against him, dude. He's too quick. He's too quick with it.
There's two groups of people that you cannot. Yeah. There's two groups. There's comedians and gay folks.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Do not do it.
Embarrassed,
you will get gay people will snatch your soul from your body, yo. Like, it's not fair, yo. It's not fair.
Don't do it, yo. Because
I'm gonna say some wild shit.
It's gonna hurt your fucking feelings, yo. It's really gonna hurt your feelings to the point where you're gonna want to fight, and then like you're gonna look like an asshole because then don't do it. Like, just don't do it. But it was a great interview set / comedy set.
Yeah, I'm looking back at the full episodes of Club Shay. Nah, yo, nothing even comes close.
Yeah, not even close. No.
Nothing comes close. I think the full interview with the baby is like 1.1 million. He blows that shit out the door. So, yeah. Look, again, I wouldn't want to be the guy who has to follow him. Like, nah, yo, call me in like 6 guests, then I'll go on. Like, no, fuck that. But it'll be interesting. Like, all of the responses have been like any of the people he talks shit about, none of them have been able to back it up really. Like to be like, no, actually, this is what happened. Nah, they really haven't. They haven't.
Yeah, they deflect, right? They all deflect. Even Kevin Hart, who caught a couple strays, was like, I don't entertain the circus. I watch it.
He did have a little funny clip when they was on, I think it was ESPN, and him and his boys was kind of like making fun of the interview. It was pretty goddamn funny. He was like, fun fact, like Katt Williams owns the New York Knicks because he was just making up a whole bunch of shit in the fucking interview. Random shit he says. They're just fucking riffing off of that shit. Actually, Steve Harvey's interview has 10 million views.
Oh, shit. Okay. I didn't see that one.
10 million.
That's not bad. He coming back.
It was pretty decent. I don't know how much of it is true now because he said he took his whole fucking story about being homeless.
Look, I
don't know if he was homeless. I don't know which one of these niggas was homeless. They could have both been homeless. I don't know.
Look, I'll tell you right now, I will never forgive Steve Harvey after I saw that video of him telling me how to make $1 million by
cutting grass.
Cutting the grass, yo. That was the dumbest shit I've ever heard. You got 10 lawns, you charge $10. You just do that 10 more times. Then you just do that 10 more times. I was like, yo, that's not how business works, yo. Like, please stop telling people you know anything about business. You really don't. You're dumb. And he was like, somebody explain it to me. You needed someone to explain that to you? Like, for real? Basic math? All right. Congratulations, I guess. All right. So I think that's it for us. Look, if you've not watched that interview with Katt Williams, you should do yourself a favor. It's pretty amazing.
It's incredibly entertaining. Like, it's 3 hours, but like it flies by. For real, it really does.
It's wild.
But again, they've all watched. There's 42 million people are watching. How many black people did you say is in this country?
There are, according to the 2020 census, there are 41.6 million black people. So
all of you niggas
black
have watched
in America have watched it.
That's how it works. That's how stats work. All right, so that's it for us for this preview episode. Make sure you check out Influence. Again, it is on BET Plus or on Pluto TV. You can watch it there for free. So check that out, and we will talk about that in depth next week. Later, guys.
See ya.
Take it easy.
Bye. You're watching the Black on Black Cinema YouTube channel. Make sure you check out our full reviews of black movies, past and present. And every other week, we do a preview episode where we talk about a random topic that affects the black community.